There's the Flare Blitz right there. Okay, okay. It's not hopeless. It's not great, but it's not hopeless. And there's the Make It Rain. So we pick up the knockout. Woohoo! Today we're going to be kicking off Regulation H by welcoming back Palafin. This is going to be a fun team to use. I'm really excited to use it. And what is the team that I'm talking about? Well, it is Palafin, Gholdengo, Glimmora, Incineroar, Rillaboom, and Electabuzz. So let's talk about the Palafin first. It's Tera Water to double up our stab on Wave Crash. Originally, I was thinking about maybe going Tera Grass to have that defensive Tera option, but there's just something about having a base 120 stab water type move, gain double stab, and just do so much damage, especially once Palafin transforms into its hero form. So, unfortunately, that is going to be the one weakness for Palafin. It's going to start off in this little baby dolphin form here until it transforms. So, we'll have to start it off in this form and then switch it out. But once we get that hero form, we're going to have access to a full-powered Wave Crash. We have Throat Chop for some Dark-type coverage and Drain Punch for some Fighting-type coverage, while giving us back a little bit of sustainability. And while I was debating on putting Protect on this thing, I kind of like the idea of trying to run Haze, and then this way, if we're worried about stat drops on our team, we can always haze away those stat drops, or if my opponent is running, say, something like Dondozo, I can haze away their stat boosts from Order Up, or even the initial Commander boost from Tatsugiri. As far as our next Pokemon goes, we got Gholdengo here with the Choice Specs item. We're going to be locking ourselves into one of our 4 damaging moves, but we're going to be getting a 50% boost to our special attack. We also have Tera Stellar to experiment with. I like the idea of Tera Stellar keeping our defensive typing the same while being able to boost up both of our stabs for a single use as well as our coverage moves. So we do have that to try. Now, Tera Stellar is kind of meh on things outside of Terapagos, but we're going to try to see how it is. But honestly, Tera Steel or Tera Ghost might be a little bit better on Gholdengo. I don't know. But anyways, as far as our moves go, we have Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, Make It Rain, and Dazzling Gleam. We're going to razzle some Dazzles potentially, and I honestly didn't know that Gholdengo got Dazzling Gleam, so kind of excited to try that out to hit a few Dark types with, so we do have that. We have Power Herb Glimmora here with Tera Grass, and then this way we don't have to worry about our 4x ground weakness. We have Spiky Shield, we have Earth Powered Meteor Beam, and Sludge Bomb, so when the time is right, we'll fire off that Meteor Beam, get that special attack boost, and we'll go from there to do some big damage with either a +1 Sludge Bomb or +1 Earth Power. And honestly, if we catch an Incineroar off guard and we hit them with a Meteor Beam, that's going to be delightful, because I'm pretty sure that's a straight-up knockout into non-terrestrialized Incineroar. Speaking of which, we got our Incineroar here with the Citrus Berry Tera Fairy. I've used this Incineroar a lot, so yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So anyways, we got Flare Blitz, Knockoff, Fake Out, and Parting Shot. Standard Incineroar stuff. We got Fake Out to shut some things down. We got Parting Shot to pivot. We got Knockoff to remove items, which honestly, I think that's going to be a very, very crucial aspect for this format, is being able to remove things as items. So being able to do that is going to be really nice. And then we got Flare Blitz for some general damage. We have a Rillaboom here, same idea. We have Tera Ghost in Assault Vest. I've used this Rillaboom fairly frequently as well too, so this is the set that I really like with my Rillaboom. I have the Grassy Glide, Fake Out, U-Turn, and Wood Hammer. I also have I have a fair amount of speed investment, and this is to make sure that I always outspeed max speed Incineroar 2 by exactly 1 point, so we should be able to have fun and not have to worry about Fake Out wars. And if we are in a situation where I'm kind of second guessing whether or not I'm going to get faked out by an opposing Rillaboom, I can just pop the Tera Ghost and fake them out too. So we do have that, and yeah, if there's a faster Fake Out Pokemon in general, I have the Tera Ghost. It's going to be a nice time. And then finally, we have Eviolite Electabuzz with Tera Grass. We have Electro for some speed control. We have Follow Me for some redirection. We have Helping Hand to boost up the power of my Pokemon's damaging moves for Electabuzz's partners. Now, the only thing is, I'm fairly certain Gholdengo's Make It, or Good as Gold ability doesn't work with Helping Hand, so I won't be able to use that. In theory, I'll have to double check the mechanics on that, but yeah, anyways, everything with Gholdengo is going to benefit from Helping Hand, long story short. Anyways, that's the team in a nutshell. Let's jump right on in to the Reg H battles. Alright, we've got Hisuian, Typhlosion, and Whimsicott alongside Torkoal, Annihilate, Ursaluna, Blood Moon, and Rillaboom. Now, Glimmora might be a fun Pokemon here. Now, Palafin, unfortunately, is probably not going to be in the best of positions, so we might have to look into a different route because I don't want to eat Eruption after Eruption, so this might be a Glimmora game here. Long story short, now, Incineroar could be really nice for some knockoff pressure into that Hisuian Typhlosion. But that said, if they go for a... If they're a Jetpack Torkoal, that could be really bad for getting Whimsicott on the field because Incineroar would activate the eject pack. So let's see right here. I think Glimmora Rillaboom could be nice. Glimmora Rillaboom might be nice, and then that way I have the Fake Out to potentially fake out Whimsicott, and then I could always bring in Electabuzz or Incin at that point. Yeah, being able to Meteor Beam that Hisuian Typhlosion might be really nice. Long story short. If they're Covert Cloak, then I'm kind of up the creek, though. But anyways, we'll try that. We'll bring Incin in the back, and I think we'll bring Gholdengo as well. Gholdengo could be really nice late game, and then that way, too, if I get the Make It Rain off, great. Now that I'm thinking about it, Make It Rain Fake Out could have been nice for Whimsicott and Typhlosion, yeah. Okay, so do I think they Tera the Hisuian Typhlosion? That's the main question here. So it's actually going to be Annihilate and Whimsicott. All right, so Glimmora is not going to be doing me any favors here. Actually, it's going to be doing me a lot of favors because if I get to hit that Whimsicott with a Sludge Bomb, that's going to be great. Yeah, I think I Sludge Bomb the Whims, and I think I try to fake it out just in case it's not Covert Cloak and it's sashed. If Annihilate goes for Bulk Up, great. It's a little scary, but I can always hit them for some decent damage. If Glimmora boosts up with a Meteor Beam, or I get a Wood Hammer off into it. Yeah, I mean, double up into Annihilate could be nice too. I want to make sure that I try to deny a Tailwind. I don't know if I'm going to, because if that's Covert Cloak or Tera Ghost Whims. We're going to see a Tera right out of the gate, so if this is Tera Ghost, that does cover for the Fake Out. It is Whimsicott, so yeah, it's probably Tera Ghost. Okay, so no Fake Out for me, that's fine. I can switch in Gholdengo, and I can Make It Rain. So let's see. Oh, Final Gambit. Okay, so not what I was expecting right there. Kind of disappointed about that, but I don't get the Toxic Debris, do I? No, I don't. Okay. Oh, I wasn't expecting Trick Room. I was expecting Tailwind. Okay. Okay. I think I could bring in Incin. Incin's knockoff is going to look really nice into Gholdengo. Or not Gholdengo. I don't want to knock off my own Gholdengo. Torkoal. Okay. Yeah, Torkoal's not going to be nice for me. I'm Tera Ghost on my Rillaboom, which is not ideal. I'm going to Fake Out into the Torkoal. I'm going to switch in Gholdengo. Yeah, I don't want to get Encored into Rillaboom, which is the only reason why I'm doing this. Terra Water would have been really nice on Gholdengo, too. Not going to lie. Okay. A little bit of chip into Torkoal could be nice. They can't go Terra Fire, which is going to be very handy. They're just going to protect with Torkoal. Great. Alright. So Incin can't be Encored by Whimsicott, which is going to be nice. So let's see right here. Fake Tears. Neither Gholdengo nor Incin can take that Fake Tears from the Whimsicott, which is great. So I am Specs Gholdengo. That's the only problem. Alright. I think I'm immediately going to switch out Gholdengo. Let them think. Yeah. I think I gotta switch out the Rillaboom. Or switch into the Rillaboom. I think Rillaboom's gonna take one for the team here. But if I get the knockoff into Torkoal, I should be alright. And then that way I get some decent damage off into it. There's the Eruption. I'm sorry about this Rillaboom. I'm not sorry about this Incin. You're fine. We're going to have to sacrifice Rillaboom here. But, you know what? That's fine. Yeah, I like getting the chip damage off into Torkoal there, but that is not a lot. I do knock off the Flame Plate, which is good. I'm going to get my Citrus Berry off with Incin. So, Torkoal did reveal that it has Protect. Can Gholdengo live an Eruption at this range? Highly unlikely. Yeah, my Grassy Terrain is helping them. They also have 3 turns. Yeah, they have 3 turns of Sun. Ugh, that's gross. Okay. I'm going to knock off into the Whimsicott. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for the Tera Stellar just to try to get the damage off. And then this way, if I do knock it out, great. Yeah, Tera Water would have been really nice here. Being able to resist that Fire-type attack. I also wasn't expecting to deal with Trick Room Whimsicott either with Torkoal. I was expecting Tailwind, Hisuian-type Lotion. But you know what? That's fine. Earth Power. Okay. Incin's going to take that, no problem. We're going to get our knockoff off. So that is Sashed Whimsicott. Alright. That is really good to know. And I'm wondering if they're trying to undo Trick Room, maybe? Yeah, they might be trying to undo Trick Room. Because if they have Hisuian-type Lotion, yeah, that could be a problem. But anyways, Whimsicott's gone. Alright. The Shadow Ball might have been better for the Torkoal. And then that way I could have just removed it. They could have just went Moonblast too, that's the other thing. Because Whimsicott would have been the fastest thing on the field. Here's a Blood Moon. Ooh, that's not great. Yeah, that's really not great. We're going to Flame Blitz into that, and we're going to make it rain. I do knock out the Torkoal at this range if I can hit it. Yeah, if I get a chance to hit it, I'm knocking it out with Gholdengo. I feel like the Hyper Voice. Yeah, or an Earth Power might just be a straight up enough to knock out Gholdengo at this range. Yeah, Gholdengo's the biggest threat right here for my opponent. I also think this is the last turn of Trick Room too, which could be really nice if I get out of this. So, Gholdengo lived, okay. There's the Hyper Voice. Ooh, we lived both of them. Nice, okay. So, there's the Flare Blitz right there. Okay, okay. It's not hopeless. It's not great, but it's not hopeless. And there's the Make It Rain. So we pick up the knockout. Woohoo! Okay, yeah, okay. I thought that was going to be a loss. I really did. Gholdengo, I am sorry for underestimating you. Now, a double Earth Power would have been really bad for me, not gonna lie. If they had knocked out both of them, that would have been game over. So I'm just really glad they thought the Hyper Voice was gonna be enough. But yeah, I'm glad I took the Earth Power there, no problem from the Torkoal. I'm also really glad I knocked off that Flame Plate, which I'm kind of curious that my opponent went Earth Power instead of Eruption, because I think at that range, they probably still would have been able to do a lot to me, even with the Eruption. So, as much as I was complaining about not having Tera Water, like, Eruption would have did a lot of damage to Gholdengo. So, I'm kind of surprised they didn't go for the Stab Fire option with the Sun Boost. Oh well, I'm going to take it. Anyways, good game to my opponent. Alright, we've got Armarouge with Dashbun, Incin, Arboliva, Muck, and Archaludon. I want to get rid of that Muck. I want to get rid of that Muck super, super fast because I don't want to deal with Minimize shenaniganry. Yeah, I really don't want to deal with that. I also really don't want to deal with that Armarouge either. So I think Incin might be really nice here, or even... I wish I had high horsepower. Yeah, high horsepower would have been really nice here. But anyways. Armor's Dash Bun could be really bad because of Body Press too, but I think I'm going to go Incin Gholdengo. I really want to bring the Palafin, but I need to be able to switch Palafin, so maybe I bring Palafin in the back. If something happens to Incin and Gholdengo, like if one or the other, not both, I bring in Palafin, then I just immediately hard switch into Electabuzz. I think that's what I would have to do. Do I think Glimmora benefits me here? Yes, I do, actually. I think I bring Glimmora, Palafin, and Gholdengo, and Incin. And then this way, too, if they have a Fake Out Mon, I have one means of dealing with Fake Out. I gotta get that Muck off the field, though. That's the only thing. Because if Muck starts going for Minimize, I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble. Now, the good thing is that at least it's not a Alolan Muck, where it would be able to get Power of Alchemy when its partner goes down. So there is that silver lining that at least it's not a Alolan Muck. So let's see here. It's going to be Dash Bun and Armarouge. Great. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to Meteor Beam immediately. And I almost want to Haze immediately, too. Yeah, I kind of want to do that, but at the same time, who's faster? Is it Glimmora or is it Palafin in this form? Palafin's faster. Okay. I'm going to bring in Incin right now just to get the 0 to hero. And I really like the idea of being able to Meteor Beam this Armarouge. If I can get the Armarouge off the field, great. I get a +1 special attack. I get the Meteor Beam off. Dash Bun doesn't take a Lava Plume, so that could be really nice. Dash Bun's also immune to fire type attacks, so I'm going to be very, very careful with what I do with Incineroar. Okay, it's Dash Bun. Great. I don't have to worry about... Oh, Tera Steel. Okay. I have Drain Punch on Palafin. Expanding Force. Okay. Ooh, that's a lot of damage into Glimmora. But you know what? This should get rid of the Armarouge right here. I was kind of expecting Lava Plume and Well-Baked Body, but you know what? Being able to hit the Armarouge is gonna be nice. If they hit Glimmora and I get Toxic Debris up, that should be okay too. If they went for the... Oh, they went for Stomping Tantrum. That's cute. Okay. Okay. I do get my Toxic Debris. So, something's getting poisoned, at least. I could go for knockoff into the Dash Bun. Slap away its item. I think Palafin coming back is going to be really nice here, because now I can also Terra Water, Wave Crash into the Dash Bun. They're at neutral defense as well, so... Our Chaladon comes in here. I think what I would love to do... I think I would love to Parting Shot that Archaladon on the off chance that they are... on the off chance that they're running a Power Herb. On the off chance. Saving my Tera Stellar for Gholdengo might be nice too. I'm gonna Wave Crash into the Dash Bun. So let's see right here. That's almost enough to knock it off. Terra would have been enough to do it. So Dash Bun goes for the Body Press into Incin. That's gonna give me my Citrus Berry. If they left Palafin alone with our Chaladon, that'd be delightful. Stealth Rock. Okay. Not what I was expecting. But that's kind of concerning because I just Parting Shot it and therefore switched out Incineroar. Yeah. Yeah, no. That was a bad idea for me. But you know what? That's fine. Gholdengo doesn't care. Gholdengo's got steel resistance to rock. We just gotta make sure that Incin doesn't have to come back in. That's the big thing. Okay, so I'm going to go Stellar Shadow Ball into our Chaladon. And I'm going to Drain Punch the Dash Bun just to get a little bit of HP back. Yeah. They shouldn't have any stamina boosts. Well, they don't. But, I mean, like, they shouldn't have any stamina boosts that I have to worry about for Gholdengo, especially as far as Body Press goes. They can't Body Press Gholdengo at all, so that's going to be nice. We haven't seen Electro Shot yet, but I don't think I saw Rain on my opponent's team, so they might not have it. They might have a Power Herb instead. They're definitely not Assault Vested, because they are dead. Okay. Goodbye, Palafin. Or, goodbye, Archaladon. Get him, Palafin. Yeah. I'm a little all over the place. I was working on this team last night. I went to bed at like 3 in the morning. So, that's becoming the new norm for me, I guess. But anyways, yeah. We got rid of the Dash Bun. We got rid of the Archaladon. One last Pokemon to go. Who is it gonna be? Also, Gholdengo is having a delightful time. Now, I'm glad to be locked into Shadow Ball. But if Arboliva comes in, I gotta switch Gholdengo into Incin. And if I do, that's fine, because I can always just reset my specs. It's Muck. Okay. So, Wave Crash and Shadow Ball. This is going to be nice. And if they try to do anything cute with Minimize, I have Haze. That was half their HP. I like that. I like that a lot. Goodbye, Muck. This was the thing I was most terrified of, and here it is at the very end going down. I'm very happy about that. So yeah, anyways, we got Palafin set up, and we were able to do a lot of damage with that Wave Crash, even without going for the Tera Water, which is really nice. Also, the Tera Stellar so far is paying off really nice on the Gholdengo too, so there is that. I'm very happy about how that's been working out. Also, before I forget, good game to my opponent. Alright, my opponent here is rocking Alola Ninetales, Gastrodon, Garchomp. Man, it's been so long since I've seen Garchomp. Incineroar, Corviknight, and Electabuzz. Now, I don't have any opposing weather on my team, but what I do have is a Palafin. The Gastrodon's going to be a problem, though. Gastrodon... Rillaboom might be really nice for dealing with the Gastrodon, not going to lie. Palafin could be really nice here. I think we bring Rillaboom. I really like the idea of being able to go for Tera Water with the Palafin here, maybe. I don't know if Glimmora might be okay. I mean, Glimmora's got the Meteor Beam for either the Incin or the Ninetales. We also have Sludge Bomb for the Ninetales. Terra Grass could be really nice on Glimmora. Not gonna lie, I think I kind of want to bring Glimmora in the back. And honestly, with Gholdengo's coverage, like, Gholdengo looks really nice into a lot of these Pokemon, but I'm kind of scared of that Gastrodon. But the only problem is all three of what's left on my team is weak to ground. Yeah, okay. Electabuzz. Let's go. Yeah, it's been a while. Electabuzz hasn't had a chance to do anything yet. Let's hope this works. Yeah, let's hope this works. Now, if my opponent goes for a contact move into Electabuzz, and Electabuzz gets static, that could be great. Yeah. I don't know. I think Garchomp goes for Earthquake or Rock Slide, but anyways. Let's see. It's Garchomp Electabuzz. Okay. Into Palafin and Rillaboom. What I would kind of want to do is I kind of want to bring in my own Electabuzz, because I definitely don't want to switch Glimmora in onto a grass type or a ground type attack. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to U-turn into the Garchomp. They might just follow me with Electabuzz, and honestly, I'm going for U-turn. I'm going to be pivoting out. So long as I don't get paralyzed, I don't care. Bringing in my own Electabuzz is going to be okay. They're going to withdraw theirs. Great. Is an Earthquake coming my way? Ooh, you would have been nice to have for, yeah, Gastrodon would have been nice to be here for, Rillaboom, but unfortunately Rillaboom's going to switch out thanks to this U-turn, but anyways, Rillaboom's getting the critical hit. It's Rough Skin Garchomp, which I'm not surprised about. Yeah, okay. I think I bring Glimmora in. I think I Terra Grass it. Meteor Beam's not going to be doing me anything, but Earth Power might be some decent damage, especially with a Helping Hand. That's a +2 Garchomp, though, so I'm a little bit skeptical about this. Yeah, so anyways, we're gonna Earth Power, we're gonna Tera Grass, we're gonna try to get rid of this Garchomp. If they Earthquake and just hit the entire field and just knock out their own Gastrodon, or at least do severe damage to it, that would be delightful. Yeah. Also, getting Toxic Debris would be really nice, too, with Glimmora here. Spread some paralysis. Okay, so they're going to Tera. Is it going to be Gastrodon, or is it going to be... Yeah, it's Gastrodon. Okay. Steel. Okay, I now have a means of hitting you super effectively with Glimmora. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, okay. If I can get rid of the Garchomp, that would be delightful. I don't know if I will. Garchomp's way faster than... ooh, you went for Electabuzz. Okay, okay. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna get a nice Earth Power off into you, and I can get Rillaboom back in and finish you off, maybe. Yeah, I can bring in Rillaboom. And I take that like a champ. Let's go, Glimmora. All right, so they now have 2 things on their team that's weak to ground. I like that a lot. I also have my Palafin now, and Palafin can also Drain Punch the Gastrodon if I need to. Yeah, so anyways, there's no Electabuzz, which I am very happy about. I can also Earth Power. You got Protect, that's fine. I got Grassy Glide. Yeah, I have Grassy Glide. I have Priority. Alright, it's not over yet by any means. But anyways, we're going to get some major damage off into the Gastrodon. That's half its HP. Icy Wind, not really something I care too much about. I should still be faster than Gastrodon with Glimmora, and I don't really have to worry about Garchomp right now because of the priority from Grassy Glide. Now, they could switch in Electabuzz. That could be a problem. Grassy Terrain is probably going to end soon. Yeah, Grassy Terrain is probably going to end soon. We have 2 turns of it. So, I should be able to deal with the Garchomp right here. I won't be able to finish off Gastrodon this turn because of the recovery from the Grassy Terrain and the leftovers, but we should be able to put it close enough to KO range. So if we can get the Garchomp off the field, Palavin's going to be in a really nice position here because we can always come in, hit the Gastrodon for a Drain Punch. Okay, Gastrodon switching, great. Is Garchomp going to switch? Maybe. And honestly, they got 3 things weak to Earth Power. That's really nice for me. Not gonna lie. Is that gonna be enough to keep them alive? It is. Okay, that's concerning. But I can bring in Palafin. So Palafin comes in here. I can Wave Crash into the Incin slot. If they bring... no, I can't really do that because if they bring in, what's-its-face, Gastrodon, that's just going to give it a Storm Drain boost. At least it's not a Water Absorb, yeah. Okay. So, we know there's Protect on Garchomp. We know this is the last turn of Grassy Terrain. I think what I do here, I think I Wood Hammer into the Incin. They have their Electabuzz in the back. They also have their... I think I Haze. I think I Haze right here, and then this way too. If they protect Garchomp, which I think they do, because otherwise they lose Garchomp to Grassy Glide, and this is the last turn of Grassy Terrain. If I Haze, I undo their attack boost, and I also undo my attack drop. And I'm fairly certain my Palafin is faster than my Rillaboom, too, so... Oh, they're just going to hard switch. Okay, okay. Please be Electabuzz. No, it's Gastrodon. Okay. So... There's just a Fake Out into my Palafin. We're going to get the Wood Hammer off. That's a little bit of chip. I'm okay with that. I'm going to Drain Punch the Palafin. Or with the Palafin, not I can't Drain Punch the Palafin. I don't think Palafin's gonna appreciate me going, Palafin, Drain Punch yourself. We're gonna Drain Punch with Palafin. And yeah, okay. It's not hopeless. It's not great either. But I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to try to double up into the Gastrodon. Yeah, I'm going to double up into that. I'm going to go for the Drain Punch here. Try to get some decent damage. And if I do, great. Oh, that's a just straight knockout. Thank you, Palafin. Alright, goodbye, Gastrodon. Alright, so. Gastrodon's gone. Garchomp's got very low HP. I can now Wave Crash anything I want. Flare Blitz into Rillaboom is going to be a straight-up knockout here, but you know what? Honestly, so long as I can get some damage off, I should be alright. I do have the Drain Punch for sustainability, too, so yeah. If I can get rid of Garchomp, that'd be great. It's Electabuzz, okay. So they're poisoned on the Electabuzz. All right. It's one layer of spike, so it's not toxic poison, unfortunately. I'm gonna Drain Punch into the Incineroar because I don't want to take a parting shot. Wave Crash into Electabuzz could be really nice too. They got Follow Me. That's fine. If I get back some HP, that's great. If they're switching Incineroar out with Parting Shot, I can just haze it off. I can also go for the Garchomp eventually. Okay, Knockoff is gonna hurt. Yeah. I think Knockoff does it at this range, unfortunately, though. I'm gonna go for the Drain Punch. They're withdrawing Incineroar. Does this mean they switched in? Does this mean they went for the Follow Me, or did they switch up their moves? Yeah, Wave Crash Electabuzz might have been the play here, actually. Okay, so I'm going to get some HP back. If they hit me with an Electric-type move, that might be enough to knock me out. They do have the Fake Out, too, so yeah. Unfortunately, Palafin is going to fall here because Incin just comes in, fakes out. Depending on what this Electric-type move, this might even be enough to do it. Yeah, that was just enough to do it right there. So Electabuzz gets me with the Discharge, which, you know what, I was honestly maybe expecting an Electroweb or a Volt Switch, but yeah. My opponent got me there. They did really good. The Gastrodon really disrupted me, unfortunately, because I couldn't go for my Wave Crash. I think whereas they switched Incineroar out and something Garchomp, I think if I had gone for the Wave Crash into Electabuzz, I might have been able to pick up the knockout, but I don't know for sure. And then an Intimidate drop on top of Fake Out. They still had me at the end of the day. They basically got me right there. So there's nothing I could really do, unfortunately. They just outplayed me there. So yeah, that's the main takeaway from that. Anyways, good game to my opponent. Hey, thank you guys so much for checking out this Palafin and Gholdengo team in action. Honestly, I think Tera Stellar Gholdengo actually kind of paid off. Like, it kind of went hard, and I'm not going to lie, I really liked it. I really liked that boosted damage to both the Make It Rain and the Shadow Ball. We ended up going 2-1, and we turned a very bleak situation into a win thanks to Gholdengo and Incineroar. I ended up running into Trick Room, Whimsicott with Final Gambit, Annihilate, and honestly, that caught me off guard. Unfortunately, I did not call the Terra Ghost on the Whimsicott, so my Rillaboom's Fake Out was just absolutely worthless there, but we were able to bring in Gholdengo, and then we actually ended up having to sacrifice Rillaboom to keep Gholdengo alive from the eruption off of the Torkoal, but we were able to slap away the Flame Plate from the Torkoal with Incineroar. We weakened up my opponent's Torkoal's HP stat, which meant we didn't have to worry about a full-powered Eruption, which apparently losing the Flame Plate and that tiny little chunk of HP was enough for my opponent to just forego it and just see red and go for an Incineroar with Earth Power. So my opponent did soften up Incineroar, and this is kind of the important thing right there, because the final turn of Trick Room was Ursaluna Blood Moon and Torkoal versus Tera Stellar, Gholdengo, and Incineroar, and I had already used my Steel boost from the Tera Stellar the turn before to soften up the Torkoal and deal with the Whimsicott. So yeah, that could have been very, very bad, but we were able to survive the Earth Power off of the Torkoal with the Gholdengo, and Incineroar survived the Hyper Voice off of Blood Moon, so Incineroar was able to go for the Flare Blitz and do a lot of damage to that Ursaluna Blood Moon, and then even at -1 special attack, and this is why the Choice Specs was so important right there, the Gholdengo was able to finish off the Ursaluna Blood Moon and the already weakened Torkoal. And even if something happened that I did knock the two of them out and Trick Room ended right there, while Gholdengo would have outsped both of those Pokemon. So very, very nice. Now, if they had Vacuum Wave off the Blood Moon, that could have been a little bit bad too. So I really shouldn't rest on my laurels there. But anyways, overall, very, very bleak game turned into a very, very close win for me right there, so very happy about that. And then in our game 2, we ended up playing up against Muck, and I was scared of that thing because I was worried about minimized shenanigans, but that Muck was nothing to be afraid of because it was the very last Pokemon to actually come out for my opponent's team. They ended up leading Dashbun and Armarouge, and I ended up having Palafin and Glimmora come in, and because my opponent just really did not want that Glimmora on the field, they did focus fire with the Armarouge going for a non-terrain expanding force, and the Dashbun going for a stomping tantrum into Glimmora. But Glimmora was able to move in between those two attacks, so we were able to get the Meteor Beam off, and we knocked out the Armarouge with that instant Meteor Beam. So our Chaladon came in, Palafin safely switched out and transformed into its hero form, Incineroar came in. I parting shotted into that Archaladon the turn they went for Stealth Rock, so that could have been really bad for Incineroar down the road. But fortunately for me, I didn't have to worry about that because I had Gholdengo and Palafin. Yeah, Palafin actually came back in for Glimmora when Glimmora went down too. So Palafin had a very good turn one in hindsight, because Glimmora just immediately went down and Palafin was able to just get its hero form immediately. And we were able to threaten the Tera Steel Dashbun with the Wave Crash. We almost one-shot it without Tera, which is nice. And then Gholdengo was also able to come in and go for a Tera Stellar Shadow Ball to safely knock out the Archaladon and then take half of the Muck's HP right there. And then Palafin just cleaned up with a Wave Crash. So overall, that worked out really good. And then in our third and final game, we played a really, really good Swords Dance Garchomp player here because they ended up calling my bluff with the Electabuzz and Rillaboom. So I went for U-turn thinking I was going to pivot out and then get something in to deal with the Electabuzz. And they ended up going for a hard switch into Gastrodon. So if I had followed my gut and went for the Wood Hammer into the Gastrodon, that would have been just amazing because I would have bonked the slug right then and there, knocked it out. But unfortunately, I took the coward way out and went for the U-turn into the Garchomp instead to bring in Glimmora. But we did threaten the Gastrodon with a Earth Power off of Glimmora. We were able to do half of its HP. Unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. And we did have to rely on getting Palafin in and transformed with a Drain Punch to secure the knockout there. And then we did knock out the Garchomp eventually, but my opponent just had me secured because they had a 2v1 situation here with the Electabuzz and the Incineroar. They could have come in and gone for a fake out, and they did reveal their electric type attack was Discharge. So they did knock out Palafin, but even if I had called the Wave Crash into Electabuzz instead, Incineroar could have just faked me out and Garchomp could have just finished me off with a Dragon Claw or something like that. So unfortunately, there was just no coming back from that. But I think it was a fairly close game, and I'm pretty happy with how that played out. Anyways, I have rambled on way too long for this outro. Let me know what you think of the team down in the comments below, and If you have any Pokemon you want to see in the future, let me know as well. I've got quite a few teams prepped and ready to go, but I'm always looking for new Pokemon to try to build around as well. Anyways, I will see you next time.